Welcome to the Millionaire Bachelor broadcast. The most important insight, strategy, or takeaway is often revealed in the final moments of this video. I know there are a lot of people that say Millionaire Bachelor. For the life of me, I can't just understand what you're saying because it's too complex. That's because you're not watching until the end. Pay attention. Everything will happen for a reason. Welcome to the Millionaire Bachelor broadcast, a space where honesty isn't optional. It's foundational. This isn't about spectacle, hype, or hollow motivation. This is about clarity, about recalibrating your lenses on life so you can see things for what they are, not what you've been told.
Polo vest 1X, whirlwind, one girlfriend, no ex. That might be kind of far-fetched. Confident, never brag about how good I sex. Surrounded by flashy lights and the famous, but shizzle away from cynicism and gang bangers. Valet park in Denmark like I was Danish. She wanna vacate, so I reservate on Uranus. Draped in Versace, no it's purple label. But if this was 96, we was Jiggy and Foxy. Spectators try to invaders inside the lobby. Don't say cheese, we throw cheese at paparazzi. Now snap that, why this pretty just stalk a nigga like NASDAQ. I be in a NASCAR, smoking on that Iraq. No actor, just a chiropractor, bringing it back to it.
Welcome back. Let me make sure the stream is going well. So let me check that. Give me 1 second, guys. And if you guys are having any technical difficulties, please share that immediately. But I want to check the stream myself, make sure everything's going well. And don't worry, we'll edit this out for the replay. We have an exciting show for you guys tonight. Exciting show about these scam guys here. Let's keep going. You've seen Millionaire Bachelor's benevolence. I shared my sharpest insight. I showed up on time. I somewhat played by the rules. But you have two individuals, one known as the Saint in the Center, and you have another one known as Andrew Wilson, who mistook my kindness for weakness. First, we had Andrew Wilson, who doxed one of my personal homes, 1 out of 57. Then they spun these wild tales of my mansion size and lied about who I am. I stay silent out of respect because the artist that they mentioned on the show as being Millionaire Bachelor had suffered an unfortunate demise. Then as the cherry on the top, Andrew Wilson sent tiny black penises that flooded my stream in an attempt to get Millionaire Bachelor kicked offline. They invited me on air. They promised prime exposure in the case of Satan Center for fair compensation. Then he hijacked the footage and the payment, holding both ransom. To top it off midstream, he threatened to off Millionaire Bachelor. Now, Millionaire Bachelor is not from a place that you can say those kind of things. I'm from a place that when you say those type of things, you have to stand on that. Because where I'm from, your name and your word means everything. North Philadelphia, Marcy in Brooklyn. You're not like me. You're not a beast. You're an imposter. You're an individual that claims that you are something that you're not. I refuse to be intimidated. I stood firm on 3 rules. Kindness, I extended that freely. Clarity, I laid out terms up front. Strength, I move swiftly when those things are broken. Don't mistake my kindness for frailty. I'm fair, I'm professional. But you cross the line and you'll face a response that's precise, powerful, and unforgettable. Andrew Wilson and the Saint and the Sinner. You have to learn the hard way. There are some people that are not going to allow you to disrespect them. Andrew Wilson, it was all fun and games. It was all fun and games until you doxed one of my places out of 57. And that wasn't the worst part about it. I didn't necessarily care that you doxed my place because it's a fucking huge ass mansion in the downtown area of Philadelphia. So I didn't really care about that too much, even though that did piss me off. And later on, that's why you and I have problems. But you also lied about the size of my place and you called it an apartment building. So we had to have the individual that was responsible for selling the place to Millionaire Bachelor, who owns her own brokerage, tell you that you're an absolute fool. You lied about that and you lied on my name. Then you lied and said that I was somebody else that I'm not. And I didn't say anything about that at the time because the person that you claimed that I was, again, out of respect for the family, I said nothing because they had an unfortunate demise. But you pushed this. You pushed this response out of me. And I'll tell you, a dangerous man. A dangerous man is not one that gets upset. A dangerous man is a person that's no longer at the point or no longer feels the necessity to be upset. That's a dangerous man. A person that's cold, calculated, and that's just moving with sheer neuroticism. That's what you've done. You've woken up a true tactician, an individual that can literally beat you with his mind. You've woken the monster because you're not a monster. None of you guys online are monsters. None of you guys have what it takes to be a monster. Because you have feelings. You want to be famous. Millionaire Bachelor keeps this mask on, not because I'm hiding. If anything, I have this mask on for your protection. It's not for my protection. Because if you know what I look like and we have problems, somebody has to lay down. That's just how I operate and that's how I move. You're not like that. You guys go online and you give these baseless threats out to individuals to seem like you're tough. You had all of this stuff to say about Aaron the plumber, but you backtracked when it was time for you to come and throw those hands. No, you were nowhere to be found. And then you were on your own stream. I didn't get enough money from Aiden Ross, the 20-year-old dude. You're waiting for a 27-year-old man to give you money? You have $40 million in the bank, supposedly. You could put up $30,000 and you could have to fight yourself. And then you can gross probably like $500,000. So that lets me know you were lying about that too. You're broke. You have this tough guy persona, but you're not tough. You're not built like that. At all. You're the individual that puffs his chest out until somebody deflates it. What have you done? The last time I checked, you have all these internet beefs, but you have no accountable and no fights on record. The last time I checked. Well, you're in luck. Because Millionaire Bachelor, I contacted my lawyer and we sat down for a very, very long time. And I said, lawyer, you know that I'm Millionaire Bachelor and you know that I like to punch people in the face that cross certain lines. My lawyer says, I absolutely understand. So we drafted up a contract for you because we saw that your number was $50,000, right? So I sent my money in an escrow to my lawyer that will release it if you accept the terms. And there aren't really that many terms. It's just bring your ass on down to Love Park in Philadelphia. That was approved. And the reason why it's there is because that's the only place that I can get it approved. Because Philadelphia is savage like that. They'll allow me to go downtown and beat the brakes off of you. That's all you got to do. You wanted $50,000, right? I'm giving it to you now. You can't say that you didn't get the memo from the lawyer. I posted those receipts too. You can't say you never threatened Millionaire Bachelor. Those receipts have been also made public. You said you don't turn down any fades. That's also public. So we want to know, Satan the Sinner, is this a real persona or is this a fake persona? Because for the person that claims to not turn down any fades, I've never seen you have one. See, Millionaire Bachelor doesn't go around behaving like the tough guy because I am one. I don't have to show it. Now I want to. I want you to come down to Philadelphia and I want to rip your face off. Let's go bare knuckle. You're the tough guy, right? That pays individuals while you're boxing to get punched in the face so you can look like this guy, this made up character online. You're a character. You're an actor. The reason why they flock to Millionaire Bachelor is because this is the realness. This is where you come to get the realness. You're not fly. You dress like you're wearing bed sheets with floral designs on your suits. It makes me fucking sick. But you said you wanted to kill Millionaire Bachelor. Well, now's your chance. You say that you don't run from fades. What's up? Because someone has to stop the scammers. Because I believe that the scammers are a mental disease. It's not in the air. It's not on your phone. It's in your mind. It's that scammer who smiles, who speaks like a god and moves like a parasite. They don't just want you for your money. No, they want you for your hope. They dangle just enough of it, like a dollar on a string. So you keep walking in circles. They sell you dreams, but all you get is delay. They don't rob banks. They rob momentum. They rob clarity. They rob you of you. They're like a toxic therapist who never intended to heal you. He just wanted to keep you going to the sessions. Here's a little insight, just enough to keep you coming back next week. Except it's not a therapist. It's mental warfare. They give you just enough light to keep walking in the darkness. And the worst part, they feed on your desire to grow. Your ambition isn't safe with them. It's bait. Your hope weaponized. Your trust pulverized. They don't build. They don't uplift. They confuse and consume and infect. They are dangerous because they don't leave you the same. They leave you worse, confused, broke, embarrassed, detached from your instincts, questioning your own intelligence as if your progress was just a fluke. Oh, I know scammers like you all too well. Millionaire Bachelor really comes from the trenches. And Millionaire Bachelor really rose above it. I did it the real way, not by fake personas. I have a mask on because I don't care about clout and I don't care about personas. You don't wear a mask because you do care about personas. You do care about clout. You want to be famous. Only bitches want to be famous. They didn't win because you were broke. They won because they studied your weakness. They masquerade as the solution to your problem that you didn't even know you had. Then they become the problem you can't shake. So no, I don't play nice when it comes to scammers. I don't hand out second chances because you're not just stealing money. You're stealing time that these individuals can't get back. You're stealing belief. You're stealing future visions of who these people are that never got to show up because they were too busy clinging to your mess. Not anymore. No more porch, no more access, no more leeches feeding off of your light while offering shadows in return. It's game over for Andrew Wilson. It's game over from Satan the Sinner. It's game over. If you say that $50,000 is not too much, we can double it. We can do $100,000. Winner takes both purses. Winner takes both purses if you're really like that. If that's not enough, we can up that too. Because guess what? It's either you're going to give it to me or I'm going to take it. I'm that type of person when it comes to scammers. It's either you're going to do what's right or I'm going to fucking make you. You don't budge when it comes to these people because they don't understand anything but the wrong way to think. And some people have to be taught a lesson. You never treat somebody better than they've treated you. And in some cases, you treat them worse. You wanted to come online and you wanted to play with Millionaire Bachelor's name? Well, guess what? Playtime's over. Let's man up. You asked for $50,000. I'm willing to pay you $100,000. Just so the city of Philadelphia can watch this fucking bozo get put on the floor where he deserves to be. Because one thing I understand about a scammer, they don't like confrontation with real men. They hate it. This is why in that same episode where you said you were going to kill Millionaire Bachelor, you didn't want to utter my name because they sent me the photo. The videos. When Project Bachelor came into your stream telling you, hey man, why'd you steal from Millionaire Bachelor? And he paid you so you can read it. And you wouldn't read it until he paid more money because you thought he wouldn't. And when he did pay more money to say it again, that's when you said something. Boy, I understand a bitch when I see one. Again, Millionaire Bachelor doesn't get angry. And that's the worst version of Millionaire Bachelor that you want to see. The version of me that it's not angry, I'm just acting. I'm just doing what I have to do. I'm doing this like it's a fucking job. I'm going to bury you like it's a fucking job. And there's nobody that's going to stop it. Because you did what was wrong. What's his name? Andrew Wilson. The same goes for you. I'm going to fucking bury you. You want to sit there and you want to dox people's houses with nieces and nephews running around. You want to lie about what they have. You want to talk about people who have expired. I have to fucking bury you now. And I'm going to make it my mission. I don't like scammers. I don't like doxers. It's pussy shit. This internet is going to see a different individual that comes to the internet, an individual with class, an individual with styles, an individual with morals, a person that does not cross certain lines, not because they can't, because they won't. This is what the internet is missing. This is what the internet is lacking. While everybody is in this paralysis, Millionaire Bachelor is winning in real life. But guess what? I'm here now. The real is fucking back. The real is back. And if you are as real as you say you are, I got the money for you. I got it. Because I got to see you face to face. You're going to do what to Millionaire Bachelor? You're going to do what to Millionaire Bachelor? Let me say this once so it's clear. A man who doesn't stand for something will fall for anything. That's not just a saying. That's a warning, a prophecy, a law of life. Because if you don't plant your flag, if you don't define your line in the sand, then life people and cowards, they'll attempt to shove you around like you're nothing, like your time doesn't matter, like your name holds no weight. Fuck that. Because Millionaire Bachelor's name does hold weight. You doxed me and you thought that was going to make me fold. That just made my dick harder. You steal from me and threaten my life, drag my name through the mud. You think that's going to make me hide, change, or beg? No, that's going to make me want you even more. You mistaken me for an individual with no spine. You've mistaken me for an individual who asks permission. I don't need approval. I don't need fear tactics. And I don't tolerate cowards pretending to be righteous while they move like snakes. I stand on principle. I stand on truth. I stand on legacy. You want to scare me? You're going to have to do a whole lot more than that. A whole lot more than typing threats. You want to stop me? And bring something real. Because heart, it shouldn't shake easy. And my values, they don't sell cheap. You cross the lines. There is no handshake for this. There is no sorry. There is no reset button. Stealing, doxing, threatening lives. That's not drama. That's war. And if it's war you want, then it's clarity you're going to get. I don't fall because I stand. And if you don't respect that, then I understand why you're inferior. Class is in session, gentlemen. This is how you deal with individuals that are slimy and they're snakes. You confront them. You corner them. You treat them like the bitch that they really are. Because one thing I can tell you about bitches, they really don't like when you treat them anything other than what they are. They despise you for that. I understand who you are. I've seen inside of your home. I've seen the women that you lay with. And in both cases, you guys lay with some muskrats. And if you ask me, why is it that all scammers' wives look the same? Saint and the sinner, why is that? Why does Bridget look a whole lot like Rachel? Washed up, used, a lot of mileage. Because when you were down bad, both of you, when you were down bad and you were thinking of a scam to do, that was the bitches who couch you were sleeping on. Andrew Wilson, you weren't the first. You were the last choice. The same individual that tells me it's not being a cuck if you chose to be the third baby daddy. Well, if you ask me, I mean, they say Millionaire Bachelor is not too bright, but I think if you choose that lifestyle, that makes it even more pitiful. And Satan is center. Stop hiding your bitch. Let her outside. Show her off a little bit more. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I might think she looks like a dumpster diver, but there are people who don't. Clearly you are. You go on all these podcasts and you have these things to say about being a high value man, but you can't get out of line or that purse will be cut off. You can't get out of line or that purse will be cut off. You think that I'm stupid enough to believe that house that you have in Atlanta is yours, when at the same time, Bridget sold the house that was hers in Las Vegas to move with you in Atlanta? You don't think I know what she does for a living? She does some stuff. Why would she pick up and pack up and go across country for you if you weren't hitting that? Why would she go across country and sell that house that you claim was yours if you weren't hitting that? You're a bitch and I see right through you. I love it. I love exposing these individuals. You were not on my level. When I speak, it sounds like poetry because I really come from grit. When I speak, the world understands the passion that's inside of my voice. There is nobody on the internet that does it like Millionaire Bachelors. You're all actors. You're all actors reading off of a fucking telephone prompter. Millionaire Bachelor, these are just words that came out of my head. You can't do it like me. Can't do it like me. And the whole world wants to know. The whole world wants to know. Are you going to accept this challenge? We're giving you $50,000. If you think that's not enough, we'll double the purse out. The winner takes the purse. I mean, you're supposed to be this guy that's really good with his hands, right? Bare knuckle. We're going to do this outside on concrete. Love Park. Park and Recreation's already approved us through our lawyer. We got all the documentation. Everything's ready. I got $20,000, $30,000 sitting on the side just for everything. For the police, security. So if you're a pussy, we got that for you too. Because you never turned down a fade. And why would you turn down this much money? It's probably more than you ever got. Millionaire Bachelor wants accountability. Millionaire Bachelor wants to paint the streets with a scammer. This is the true essence of what it is to be a real man. Not what these individuals like Satan the Sinner proclaim. You got a video of you faking playing the piano. Why fake it? It sounded horrible. The jig is up, my friend. The jig is up. Who's the realest on the internet? The people know who the realest on the internet is. The people know who the realest on the fucking internet is. The same person that you guys tried to keep down, the same person that you guys tried to lie on for 2.5 years. They know who the realest is. The same person that you've been ducking. Again, you're going to give me the fade and I can pay you for it. Or I'm going to have to take the fade and you get nothing. That's your decision.